Hi, I'm April.
And I'm Ian. We're
We're with
with
the
the WaterWealth
WaterWealth
project
project in
in Chilliwack,
Chilliwack,
BC.
BC.
WaterWealth started in 2013, engaged in modernization of BC water law. Since then, WaterWealth's activities have included helping to prevent a hazardous waste facility from being built on the banks of the Fraser River, and years of work to have the Trans Mountain Expansion Project moved away from important habitat areas and community drinking water sources in Chilliwack. We're awaiting the CER's decision to see whether that work has been successful.
Our stream keeping program has taken shape a few different ways at different times since SOAN got us started in Chilliwack in 2014.
With the pipeline hearings behind us, the streamkeeping program is now becoming our main focus and in its most ambitious form yet. Inspired by work of the U.S. Forest Service researcher Dan Isaac and the Climate Shield program in the U.S., and with support from Pearson Ecological, Jaquayak Tribe, the DFO, and the Chilliwack Hatchery, WaterWealth is deploying temperature loggers at an initial 33 sites spanning about 55 kilometers of the Chilliwack-Vedder River and tributaries, from the salmon habitat enhancement areas at Brown Creek Wetlands and Peach Creek to Chilliwack Lake, where we'll be monitoring at 2 meters and 20 meters depth, and on to the upper Chilliwack River and 2 other major tributaries of the lake. At these sites, we monitor hourly water temperatures and check water quality several times a year while retrieving the temperature data. As the program progresses, we'll do further habitat, fish, and invertebrate surveys. Locations may expand or change based on what we learn as we go. The Chilliwack-Vedder watershed is a very special place. Though heavily impacted by extractive industry, it still holds areas of old-growth forest, every species of Pacific salmon, multiple endangered species, many species of trout, and a possibly unique population of lake-dwelling long-nosed dace in Chilliwack Lake. Cold, fast-running waters tend to keep out invasive species while providing conditions for native species to thrive. Cultural values range from busy new parks and trails to timeless indigenous spiritual and cultural practices. New and old come together in evolving co-governance and treaty negotiations. A significant societal factor is that the Chilliwack-Vedder River is the main source of water to the Sardis-Vedder aquifer that the city of Chilliwack gets its water from, and the river and glaciers above it are declining, while the city remains one of the fastest growing in BC.
All that is beautiful and precious in this watershed faces multiple threats from development, industrial interests, and intense recreational pressures as the rapidly growing lower mainland population seeks outdoor spaces. Climate change is in itself a threat and also a threat multiplier, compounding the impacts of all other stresses in the watershed.
Data collection is one aspect of WaterWealth's program, and we hope the data will be of value to those in positions to make land use decisions. But perhaps even more important than the data is the activities of data collection, analysis, and dissemination as means of engaging people in discussions about the values of the watershed, threats it faces, and ways to manage those threats for the best possible outcomes, including, we hope, climate refugia, where wild salmon and other native species may persist until we humans manage to align our governance and activities with climate science.
One offshoot of this program that we're quite excited about is a project to restore flows to an old constructed side channel that had stopped flowing some years ago due to gravel clogging its intake. Thanks to Tamahai Meadows Campground bringing it to everyone's attention, the good work of our area DFO community advisor, and the Resource Restoration Unit engineering tech, we will be starting this project in June. Contributions from Pacific Salmon Foundation, Jerry Ann's Contracting, Emil Anderson, and Valley Tank. We're hoping that Deer Creek Side Channel will see salmon spawning again this fall. A new intake design and ongoing monitoring will ensure that this side channel habitat doesn't fall into disuse again.